Hi, I'm Holly Poole, founder and Daphne, Alabama director of Classical Education Express. This is a program designed for children ages 6 to 12, and our purpose is to learn, live, and lead, all for the glory of God. I made this video to answer some questions that folks have been asking. Primarily, what is CE Express? How is it different? What content will be taught? And what will a typical gathering day look like? So hopefully, if you have some of these questions, the material in this video will answer that for you. First of all, CE Express is just a culmination of a decade of homeschooling my 4 boys. I have found a way to streamline the homeschool experience so that it's not as daunting and time consuming as it was for me in my early years. So I'm hoping that this concept will be offered to you guys and you can benefit from all of the blood, sweat, and tears that I put in during the early years. First of all, how does CE Express streamline things? Here is the way. All of the materials will be provided for you. Every song, every bit of memorization work, every video, everything you need to implement this program will be provided in the materials that you receive on week 1 or your week 1. So that streamlines it in and of itself. Secondly, links for at-home review will be provided so that once you have all of this material and your kids are learning buku-oodles of information, you need an easy way for them to review that material at home. What they are learning needs to be easily reviewed. No time needs to be spent pulling from this site and that site and this book and that book. It's all going to be right there at your fingertips in a way that's just super fast and super easy for you to implement at home. Next, I want to talk about our gathering days will allow drop-offs. So, if you have groceries you need to go get, do it. If you have infants, no child care, don't like to leave your kids in child care, it's okay. You don't have to stay. You may drop off. So hopefully that relieves some stress for some mamas out there. Students will have opportunities for presentations each week during a gathering day. However, they won't be required, so that if your child doesn't want to, they don't have to. If you weren't able to kind of work with your child that particular week to help them have a presentation ready to present, then it's okay. It won't be, those presentations won't be expected, although they will be offered opportunities to talk to their peers about the information they learned throughout the week. Finally, tuition may be paid on a weekly basis or per semester, or it can be paid in full. There is a registration fee per family and a supply/materials fee. However, there is no contract that you will have to sign. So if you decide that this isn't a fit for your family, then you're not contractually, you're not under any type of agreement to have to continue to pay tuition, and it doesn't all have to be paid up front. Let's see. So now we're going to move into how is Classical Education Express different in other ways. I think I've already covered a few ways that it may be different. However, you, the parent, are the primary teacher of this program. Your family doesn't need another teacher, doesn't need a tutor. It has you, the parents, who are your child's or children's educators. What the gathering day does is it allows an opportunity for your student to share what they have learned throughout the week with their peers. Because all of the information has been given to you your child will learn a week's worth of material at home with you in a very easy, user-friendly way, and then they will come to a gathering day already having that information in their brains, in their minds, ready to share. We will do review together during a gathering day week, but really the gathering day is a time for your child to kind of show and tell what they've learned throughout the week. And it's also a great opportunity to reinforce what they are learning each week at home with you. Let's see, what else do I have here? Another way that it's different from some other programs out there is that there will be multiple levels for mastery. There will be a bronze level of mastery, which will include memorization of all the scripture for that year, that particular school year, as well as 2 of the subject areas. Complete memorization of scripture and 2 subject areas. There will be a silver level, which would include all scripture and 4 subject areas, and then there will be the gold level, which will include all scripture as well as all of the subjects. And that's really designed for those older students who really are drilling that material and committing it to memorization. The reason I wanted to implement different levels for the memorization work is I wanted opportunities for the younger students particularly to feel a sense of mastery and to be noticed for that, recognized for that. I also wanted you to be able to do what I call chase the rabbit hole. If you have a child who is just uber interested in science and they want to spend all of their time memorizing the science, reading books about the science, doing science experiments and making science projects and doing science presentations, and they don't necessarily want to spend as much time committing all 24 weeks of Latin to memory, then they can just, focus on scripture, science, and 1 other subject, and still attain a level of mastery in the program and be recognized for that. All right, what content will be taught? Actually, I'm still in the process of pulling all of this together. However, I am in contact with several companies, so I am going to be able to purchase memorization CDs for each subject area at a discounted rate, and I'll of course pass those discounts along to you, but they will all be included in the curriculum set that I provide to you before you start the program. So it will be 24 weeks of scripture, history, geography, science, grammar, Latin, and fine arts. It's just a collaboration of printed materials and CDs, so really all you'll need at home to implement the program is a CD player at this point. So should be pretty much just pop it in and go. Those CDs will be great for you to take with you in your vehicles. So if you're going on trips or traveling or doing your afternoon activities, those CDs can be very handy for you. Additionally, I love making videos. I think videos are fantastic for memorization review. So on gathering days, I'll be making videos of the students and sending those videos home so that they can watch themselves recite the material and be able to review that way. It's always fun to see themselves and to see their peers in the videos, and kind of helps to keep the information and the material fun for the kids as they review it and drill it at home. Finally, what will a typical gathering day look like? We'll begin with prayer and the pledge. I'll get some helpers on that. Memory work review, so that they will bring with them in their minds all that they've learned throughout the week at home with you, the teacher, and they'll be able to display that knowledge and really converse with each other about what they've learned at home, about science, what Latin vocabulary they've learned, what the history sentence is all about. And so I just really think this is going to be a time where they are reinforcing what you have taught them in a way that's vibrant and fun and experiential. So after prayer, pledge, memory work, we'll have an optional student presentation time. as well as a science experiment. And then each week I'll kind of rotate what I do. One week I might have a picture book that I'd like to read that may relate to science or geography or the history sentence for that week. I also may have some handouts for them to work on, completing some fill in the blanks, that kind of thing. Definitely have some art related activities involved there, but the final part of the day will vary depending on the week. So at the end, we'll just close with a little bit of a devotional time, and I'll try to make sure that this focuses on character development, really just focusing on the hearts of the kids. I hope this answers lots of questions that people have been asking. I'm sure there is still much information that I wasn't able to include on this video. However, I think this is a start, and I appreciate your time. I appreciate your interest in Classical Education Express, and I hope you have a wonderful school year ahead of you, no matter what your decision is from this point forward. Blessings.